I believe that the spirit of the Flying Tigers represents upholding justice, peaceful coexistence. It's a win-win cooperation, and it's everlasting friendship.
It's so important to bring the face of friendship to China. President Xi Jinping said recently that the future lies in our youth.
The folks you see sitting behind you, all of them are sons and daughters. They need to be. My name is Jeff Green. I'm the chairman of the Sino-American Aviation Heritage Foundation. My father was a World War II veteran, and he told me stories of World War II as I was growing up. And I guess one of my favorite stories was that of the Flying Tigers. From the time I was 5 or 6 years old, I knew about the Flying Tigers. I've always been interested in China, and of course I've always been inspired on what the Flying Tigers did. About 1995, I was very fortunate that I met about 60 of the original Flying Tigers. My most cherished heroes became my closest friends. The Flying Tigers were invited to China for at that time, the 50th anniversary of the conclusion of World War II. And they invited me to come along. Everyone who met them, they were excited. Seeing the Chinese people react to seeing their heroes. What can we do to bringing more Flying Tigers back to China? I decided to create this Sino-American Aviation Heritage Foundation. We brought nearly 500 of them to China. They see the airports, they see the speed trains, they see the growth of the cities, highways, communities. You know, every one of them has the same look. 80 years ago, there was nothing there but, you know, the debris of war, you know? And that's their vision. Now they come here and they see this outstanding, fast-growing nation. They're proud because they feel what they did 80 years ago are worth it. They feel they're part of modern China. President Xi is aware of our foundation. So what I wanted to do was just write him a letter saying that we were coming. I wanted to tell him about our Flying Tiger Friendship School program. A little over a week later, there's a phone call from the embassy saying you have a letter from President Xi.
得知美中航空遗产基金会和飞虎队老兵们长期以来孜孜不倦在中美两国传播飞虎队故事，越来越多美国青少年参与到飞虎队友谊学校和青少年领袖计划中来，迄今已有近500名飞虎队老兵和数百名老兵家属到访中国，我感到很高兴，并向你们表达敬意。
President Xi spoke very positively of our Flying Tiger Friendship School program. He's telling the world, he's telling the American veterans, he's telling the American people that China will never forget its old friends. And that's the thing that touched my board members, their family members. We're talking to you, showing us that the Flying Tigers have not been forgotten. Very nice to believe in this room. When we have the first of our children from China coming to the United States in the end of January, they'll spend about 10 days with American students their own age. They'll learn about Flying Tigers, they'll share things, they'll buy things together, they'll get a soda pop, they'll play basketball together. And when the American kids come here, when they're visiting Zhejiang, when they're visiting Kunming, when they're visiting Luzhou, they're going to take wonderful stories back with them to the United States, and they're going to tell their friends the cool things they did in China that summer.
每个小朋友都把名字写在这张 flag 上面。1、2、
3。中美关系的希望在人民，基础在民间，未来在青年。 新时期中美关系的健康稳定发展，需要新时期飞虎队员的参与和支持。希望飞虎队精神能够在两国人民之间一代一代传承下去。
What he said is the importance of today is the people and the youth, and it's important that we share this history with the youth.
这张照片是在美国发现的一张照片，它和两个美国军人在一起。跟着我母亲身后的这个人，美国军人也找到了这个，然后就寄来他父亲当年的照片，和我母亲在同一个地点拍了同一个照片。
President Xi was saying to me in that letter, we tell the youth about flying tigers so that there are flying tigers in the future. I can't tell you how touched I was because it's what we've been doing.
We put aside our differences during World War II, and we were able to be victorious. Just think if we put aside our differences now in peacetime and work together to make a better world for our future generations, what we could accomplish. You know, I was asked one time, what is the difference in the American dream and the Chinese dream? And there's no difference in our dreams. Most of the time, the answer would be to live in peace. And if we would work towards those common goals, then we would find that we have much, much more that makes us alike than the differences that sometimes we look at.
I'm a 10th grader, high school. I'm the great-grandson of Flying Tiger, Clifford Long, Sr. My great-grandfather got shot down twice and survived miraculously.
I acquired a love for China through my father. I tell him some stories, and he seems to be very interested. So I'm very touched that, you know, it has an impact on him.
I see the spirit as Flying Tigers as like friendship.
I'm very optimistic about the potential with the Chinese-American relationship because I know what's been accomplished in the past during a time of great adversity. The world is so dynamic at the moment, but we have something solid. We have something proven. This everlasting friendship. That's what the Flying Tigers of their generation have given our generation and the next generation.